Okay, so these are quickly the building instructions for the generative development bot version 1, very simple version. This is the overview of the bot. So we basically have these two wheels with DC motors as described in the README file. Then the battery pack. The battery pack is actually the one that is connected to almost all of the elements here except for the motors. Then we have the ultrasonic sensor, we have the Node MCU or any kind of other ESP8266 Wi-Fi chip, and we have the H bridge here to control the motors. And this one here is just basically a connection that connects all of these cables together, and they are connected to ground. And on the other side, we connect all of the cables together, and they are connected to the positive port of the battery pack. So here you don't actually need this, and you can ignore the LED. It doesn't have any function right now. You don't really need this. You just need to combine all of the cables to power and ground. And this is an overview of everything except for power and ground. So you see the ultrasonic sensor. I also have indicated here the pins of the sensor, how they connect to the pins of the Node MCU. This is also, you can see that in the code, it's also documented in the code. And then here the pins of the motor shield, how they connect to the Node MCU pins. So this is very straightforward. And then here also with the motors, they just go one in each. I don't really know which side. So you just try any side, and then if it drives forward instead of backward, you just flip the left and right cables here, and that's all. And here, so basically this one is ignoring all the power cables, and then if you add the power cables, it looks really, really messy. But basically all of these, they have here VCC, which is always the one you connect to the power. So this one has a VCC as well, and this has here, it's called VIN. So you connect that to power. This one I think can take up to 12 volts. This one should have 5 volt. So we are giving it more with this battery pack, but it seems to work. This one can also take up to 12 volts. So the only critical one which gets more voltage than it should is this one. Then we have an issue here because the echo port actually also gives then more than 5 volts, or it gives 5 volts and a bit maybe to the input pin here, which is not the best, but well, it seems to work.